Namaste, gods, goddesses, and emissaries of light. This is Dr. Shreya Tajen, also known as Empress 1111. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Please hit like, subscribe, and do not forget to hit the notification bell so you can be updated on my latest and current readings. Today is March the 3rd, 2019, which is 333. And with this triple energy number, I want to be able to make this more of a guidance reading, more so than a general reading that I normally do for twin flame karmics and soulmates. This reading is specifically for twin flames, okay? And it's a guidance on what you need to do today. I have done meditation all night long, all this morning, and I have come up with some things that is necessary for you to be able to bring yourself in alignment with your twin. Now, normally I would share these secrets and things like that, like on an extended reading, but because I am not doing the meditation or the guided meditation with you, there was a reader and also someone that is a twin flame themselves that are already in union that work with shamanism, that I am going to put a link. I'll drop that in the description box so you can connect with your twin flame, whether they're passed on, whether you're, in non-communication state at this moment where you're not speaking, or whether you are in union. It helps for all scenarios. And so I would recommend you doing that today. Today is not about purging. It's not about releasing. It's not about doing any of that. Today is about healing. And so I think it's very important to take healing upon yourselves and being active on your journey. Whether you choose to be with your twin, whether you choose not to be with your twin, you are still in this dynamic and you still are carrying the other essence of that person's soul. And I just want to break down some things for you real quick before I jump into the reading. First and foremost, the reason why it's deemed an honor and a privilege to be a twin flame is because you do not normally link up with your twin flame until your last incarnation, which means that you have lived many lifetimes, you have mastered many lifetimes separately and also together. And finally, in this lifetime, you are coming into a reunion with yourself. You are gaining the other half of your soul, the essence of your soul, and you are bridging it together to make the one, to make the two one. Happens every time I do a deep reading. Anyhow, for some of you that know me already are used to it, and you already know that I always have to clear my throat chakra, because I'm getting so many messages that are coming in at one time. So with that being said, I am God, you're a God, we are goddesses. And if you don't feel that you are in your God essence, then you shall let your light shine as an emissary of light. And that is the reason why at the beginning of all of my readings, you will hear that, and even my transmissions sometimes too. I just feel the vibration out for it. So without further ado, let me go ahead and call in some help. I call in air, fire, water, spirit, earth, and ether. I also call upon Yadhe Vahe to be able to give me the information that is necessary for this new birth of the new earth, so we can do the healing that is necessary for our souls and the evolution of it. And so it is. Crowning the reading, you do have let yourself sparkle and shine. And what this is making reference to is that some of you have dimmed your light, and you need to share that with the world. I know a lot of divine masculines, they feel, some of them, that this stuff is still frilly and woo-woo and all that stuff. And that is the reason why when I do speak, I speak from a metaphysical standpoint, because they get that. They may not fully understand and overstand, but it's more logical than some approaches that most tarot readers have approached it. A man likes to hear more of the scientific, more of the logical standpoint as to what it is that they need to do, what they should be doing, what they need to quit doing. Okay. Speak to me in terms in which I can understand, is what I'm hearing. the divine masculines collectively saying to some of the readers. A lot of you divine masculines and divine feminines, I am pulling from the energy now. You guys are seers, okay? Some of you have been having visions of coming into this wonderful reunion together. And some of you have not been feeling that your intuition is right, but this is a confirmation. If you're here on this reading, your confirmation is here. Your intuition is right. You have even been dreaming about your divine feminine, even though you have been in a separation. And so through letting your light shine, it also means being true to yourself. The opal is the stone that needs to be used today. If you already have it in your possession, fine. If you don't, you can take a look at the opal. You can pause the video and you can do a deep breathing meditation in and out, and just imagine the opal entering into your heart chakra space, because this is the stone that helps to heal any miscommunication and disappointment and resentments that are in the relationships that are with the twin flames. Okay, so this is the stone that Source would like for you to work on and work with today, so you can heal. And notice I didn't say purge, because when you're purging, you're not purging and healing at the same time. It's kind of like I'll give you an example, since I'm a naturopathic doctor. I never put anybody on any regimen until I first cleanse their body. You have to purge out first. Then I give them healing herbs to heal what they've already purged. But you can't heal and purge at the same time, because if you're getting rid of stuff and then you're putting good stuff in, then you're going to get rid of the good stuff too. Okay, and so the same, metaphysically speaking, you have to do one at a time. So you should be already, some of you, through with your purging. And so today it's time for you to heal. There are wounds that are open, whether they be physical or metaphysical or spiritual, but some of you do have holes within your soul, and it is time to repair those wounds and fill those holes with universal golden white light. Okay, moving on, you have the dream shield. Some of you are not living your soul purpose and you're not on your soul path, and that is the reason why this dream catcher is showing up with the ego. The ego is giving you insight into where you're supposed to be, and it is guiding you to your dreams. And if some of you are familiar with the Native American culture, the medicine man would make a dream catcher in order for the person that they were helping to be able to walk their life path and do exactly what it is that they came here to do. All of you came here for the twin flame journey. There are many roads, as you can see with the mandala here and the sacred geometry that's into the center of this dream catcher. Each point of the flower represents a road that can be taken. And I just want to let you know, there is really no right or wrong road. The only thing that is wrong is if you choose not to take the path that is for your soul development and unfoldment of the evolution of your soul and raising your vibration to a higher consciousness, because you have so many directions in which you can go. And if you count them here, there is a total of 8 different paths or roads that you can set out to journey on. Okay, but you have to have precision, you have to have focus, and you have to make sure that you're including the other essence of yourself. Now, for you, for some of you that have already made it in your mind, well, because of your disagreements and maybe some things that have happened with the divine feminine and vice versa, the divine masculine, that they may have displayed some behaviors that may not have been too favorable. So you choose not to walk this path anymore. And the only reason why you stay plugged in is because you realize that even though you chose not to walk the path of a twin flame, that you're still on the ascension path and this is a part of it, and you stay plugged in just to see what is happening collectively. Well, to deny your twin is to deny your soul, because they are the other half of your soul, literally, physically, mentally, spiritually, and every elite. So right now, your dreams, wherever you may roam, spirit is telling you to come back home. Okay. Next, you have the star child. I have mentioned in the divine masculine is becoming a father about the star children and the star seeds and the empaths, the indigos, and the children from the higher realms. Well, this is no coincidence that is showing up on the reading, because there are many of you that already have children that have star seed children, and this is here to tell you that they are here so we can honor them. They already have the planetary systems. We already have the planetary systems within. We already have the two solstices and the eclipses already within us. We are definitely the universe pushed inside out, okay? So this is just a reminder to acknowledge them, appreciate the role that they're playing in our lives, because these children that are coming from the higher realms, they are already in alignment. They are already in a higher vibrational frequency, and most of them already have their light bodies. They were born with their third eye open and their crown chakra open. So we as parents need to make sure that we're leading by example and we're setting the example for them. And for some of you that do not have children, this represents the inner child, star child that is within inside of your being. And so you need to tap within and to honor that child within, and to be able to allow that child to have a voice, because some of you have silenced this voice and you have basically dumbed down who you are just so you can appease those that are around you. And this card is a reminder that you have to honor that part of you, because that is who you really are. You have the sun god, which represents Ra. This is showing up to let you know that Ra is here to give you the energy and the power that you need to become more consecrated and more anchored in being the divine masculine and the divine feminine. You have this energy that is giving you and willing you the power of creativity, that is raising your awareness and allowing you to use your alchemical powers so you can transmute and transform, and that you can bring the manifestations in for this union, and not only for the union but also for your soul path and living the way that you're supposed to. And if you see these are columns that are leading up to different levels of ranking in the spiritual realm and in spirituality. So I am showing that the divine masculine has reached many levels spiritually on the spiritual plane. And so this is the God Ra honoring you for tapping into your alchemical powers, tapping into the tools that has been given to you by the universe. These gods, and some call them deities, they have helped to fashion your chakra system, putting it together so you will be able to tap into other dimensions at will at any time. You see, you don't always have to go into a meditative state. Contrary to belief, you can tap into another dimension at will, because you possess the power of the gods. You are, in fact, a god. If you are a son or a daughter of a god, that makes you a god or a goddess. You are just like how in the beginning of Genesis, you are begotten by your divine parents. And your divine parents are gods. So that makes you a god. Like begets like. An apple doesn't produce an orange. An apple begets another apple. And so, therefore, speaking about your lineage, it is very important, okay, for you divine masculines especially, for you to have the lineage that the divine has in store for you. If you go back into the book of the Bible, it was the reason why they stayed within their bloodline is because they realized that they were already spiritually activated and DNA coded, and they did not want to mix with the children of the dark or the children that were not of the light, and they did not want to weaken their spiritual heritage and their lineage. The same is true for you, divine masculines. This is the reason why it's very imperative that you really pay attention at this now moment in time, that when you are sowing your seed, that you're sowing your seed with your divine feminine, because that is going to bring you the children from the higher realms. That is what's going to break generational curses. That is what is going to dismantle and break up the works of what the Bible says from the devil. The devil is just when you're not living your life in this righteous state, okay? The devil is lived backwards. And if you're not living and you take away the D, it's evil. Okay, that's what it is metaphysically, you guys. That's the short and the skinny. That's the truth. Now you have the awareness card. With the awareness card, it's just like the magician card. Matter of fact, it is the magician card that is in this psychic tarot deck. Now, this represents the divine masculine and both the divine feminine. This reading is a general guidance. It is telling you to continue to plug in and tap into your crown chakra so you can get the divine messages that are coming from the universe. Through the crown chakra is how you get your codes and your downloads, with the code today being 333. That is the code that is being given to you. And if you are not familiar with angel numbers, look up Twin Flame angel number 333. I don't have time to go into depth with that today, but I have touched a little bit on it throughout this reading. You need to know exactly what that means for you, because this is what you're being called into for this day to do, to go into your meditative states and to do the healing that needs to be done for you and your divine counterpart. And with this is just a confirmation that the universe has given you, through me and through other readers and through metaphysical means and in the occult, the capabilities and the spiritual tools that you need in order for you to manifest what you desire. And we all know that the divine feminine and the divine masculine are both desiring each other, because it is written. It's already in your soul contract. You can't sit and tell me that, oh, I don't have any desire to be with so-and-so, because I know better. I know the contracts. I have access to Akashic records, and I have pulled Akashic records from my twins. Everybody's Akashic records who have a soul contract with their twin is to be together. There is no such thing as, oh, well, I have a choice not to be with this person in this lifetime. Yeah, you have a choice, but you're not free from the consequences. You'll have to do it over again. And if your twin accelerates to their highest point of where they need to be and they reach enlightenment, you'll have to do that with a higher level soulmate and without your twin. But in the end, guess what happens? You end up reuniting anyway and becoming whole once you accelerate to that point. So why not get it right now? And like I said, this is your last incarnation. Why in the hell will you want to come back? It doesn't make any sense. So the universe is calling out to you to trust in this twin flame union, trust in your inner voice and your inner promptings that are leading you back into this perfect matrimony. And when I say matrimony, I'm not saying it from a 3D plane. I'm saying it from a spiritual and a multi-dimensional level, where you both begin with source at the very beginning before you incarnated on this earthly plane. And then only then, from that standpoint, you can bring in the desired manifestations that are necessary, not only for the union, but also for your overall life. Because in this union, it's not anything that we think about when it comes to the 3D plane and what we equate to love. When you love on a multi-dimensional level, it supersedes anything that can be in the physical. It's about love in action. It's about love both in word and both in deed. It's about love Even when that day you may not even like that person. It's about still being in the vibration of love. Okay? All right, I have come to the conclusion of this reading. It is a good karma to like, share, comment, subscribe, or leave a love donation if you feel inclined to. You can also purchase a gift from my Amazon gift registry so it can show up on the channel. I do have an extended version to this. If you want to do some more deeper healing and go deep with me, that's fine. For some of you that are choosing to join me to do that, I welcome you. And those that you choose not to, all right, see you on the next reading. And I will drop the link in for everyone so you can do that wonderful shamanic meditation. I've done it before. It is amazing. It is healing. It is so soothing. I love being in that state with my twin. All right, you guys, enjoy the rest of your day. I will try to get some more personal readings out. I cannot guarantee you because my roster is really full. But if not, I'll see you tomorrow. All right, and I now wrap you in my love and I cloak you with the light of Christ consciousness. And so it is, everyone. Namaste.